My name is Philip John Romero. I'm from El Paso, Texas. The war had been going on for 2 years, and I got the call in. I got the call in to join the service, and so I joined as a cook. I was a 92 Golf. I was a cook in the Army, and I thought I was going to be a cook, and I found out the hard way, you're a soldier first. So when I was in Iraq the first time, there wasn't any cooking going on. So we went on patrols, and we kicked doors down, and we went around and checked perimeters, and we did guards, and we were at the checkpoints, and things of that nature. I never thought that I would have PTSD. I thought that I had enough coping skills. I thought PTSD was something to guys that had limbs blown off. But you start to learn very quickly that it ends up being an accumulation. Here's a log for you to carry. Okay, here's one more log for you to carry. I need you to carry these 2 logs for me. Can you carry these 3? And so before you know it, your arms are full. And can you deal with all of this weight? There was an insurgent who was wearing a bomb vest. And so this guy tried to come up and blow a hole in the wall. The Iraqi police saw him and they shot him. But before he died, he ignited his bomb vest. And so parts of him came flying over the wall. Okay. So I ended up being a part of the cleanup crew, and there's nothing like, you have to understand, what is it like to pick up pieces of human being? And you have to get over it because there's too much stuff going on. There's too many things that you have to do. You make friends over there. And a lot of your friends, they don't come home. A lot of my PTSD came from survivor's guilt. Specialist Teeters, he was this crazy kid, he was a country boy. And he had these plans. He was about to get out of the Army when we got home. And he had said that he was going to do this, and he had all these plans. And he didn't come home. He was on patrol, and he got shot in the neck. And he bled to death. He was going to go to school, and he was going to start a business. He was going to start a family. Why did I get to come home? I don't understand. I knew this interpreter, he was from Baghdad, and he worked for us. He lived on our fob, because if he left the base, they would kill him. Mustafa, his name was Mustafa. And Mustafa's mother got sick, or Mustafa got word that his mother was sick. And so he got permission to leave the base. He wanted to go and leave her some money. But he got late, so he had to stay the night. And so that night, they found him. They beat him up in front of his family, dragged him downstairs, and dragged him out into the middle of the street, and shot him in the eyes. And they threw his body in front of the fob. And he was a good friend of mine. He gave me this pendant that I still wear sometimes. He said it would protect me. When I came home the first time, there was a no driving order for a week. We weren't allowed to drive for a week. And we weren't allowed to drink, allegedly. But we did it anyway. And it was interesting being home, because whenever anybody would hear loud noises, we would jump. You're ready to go immediately. You're ready to get into a fight. You're ready to do what you have to do. You're racing on the highway. I'm like, what's going on? Why are we doing this? A car door would set me off. It would get me paranoid. It would make slamming doors. God forbid a doggone car would backfire. One time I nearly hit the deck because I thought that it takes you back immediately. They said, if you want to talk to somebody, go and seek help. And then a few people win, and there's that stigma. Why? What? You can't handle it? Why are you going to go get help? Can't you deal with it? So people stop going. People stop going to look for help. It takes anywhere from 6 months to 2 years for a soldier to fully integrate back. I've only been out for a year. So hopefully within a year I'll be normal again. I don't think I'll ever be normal again, but so I have to use my coping skills, my abilities to make it. And so far it's been working. But there's some days that there's just some days that I can't. My wife asks me a lot, well, why don't you talk to me about it? How am I supposed to tell my wife that I'm sorry I didn't die and 2 younger guys could have made it home? How do you explain that? So you don't? Only a vet knows what a vet's been through. Those nights that we can't sleep. Those days when we don't feel like eating. When we can't talk to anybody. I was a sergeant in the United States Army. I was the CAV unit. I went to Iraq twice, and I can't find a job. Because I don't have training for anything. I'll be starting school soon, but this whole year that I've been out, nothing's been better. I fight with my wife. I make my wife cry. That tears me apart because I know inside that I'm not that guy. I'm somebody else. I used to be somebody else. I used to be somebody better.